Hello, hello, y'all, and welcome to another story time brought to you by ABC Read and ABC Learn, in which we are here to help you develop and nurture that love of reading in every child as well as every adult. How are you all doing out there today? Evening, real early in the morning, real late at night, whatever time it is, whatever you are around the globe. I hope that you all are just doing just fantabulous. Okay? That's right, y'all. Fantastic, fabulous, and terrific all put together. Yep, I did it again. Me and those words, just playing around with them. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. So before we get started with our read aloud, continuing this awesome book, don't I say that like in every video that this book is awesome? I know y'all like, dang, she say that in every video. But I mean it, for real. Fish in a tree is like really awesome, really good. Linda Mullally Hunt. Oh my goodness. Girl, you put your foot in this one, okay? That's like an expression saying that basically like she hooked it up. She wrote this book very well. All right. And of course, I just want to just a quick reminder to you guys about how reading aloud can be awesome and fun, and how important it is, and how beneficial it is, and how it can help you get better with your focus, paying attention. It can also help you have a better bonding with your family. I mean, it's just so many different benefits to reading aloud. And I just want to just say that really quickly because I am like so excited and getting ready to read this next chapter of Fish in a Tree. All right, y'all. And this chapter is chapter 20. This is chapter 21, and this is Butterfly Wishes. All right. And again, so far we have Allie Nickerson. She's struggling with reading. She also has bonded with a couple of kids in her class who are considered like misfits, if you will. These are the kids who are like, they're not trying to be with the quote unquote popular kids. All right. In my opinion, she's with kids who don't mind being themselves. All right. And that's something that, again, I want to remind you all out there to be yourself. All right. Unapologetically. All right. So whatever it is, however you are, you own who you are. All right. And also, too, one thing I like about her friends of choice that she has is, they care about people's feelings. They're not into trying to make people feel bad. Albert, he's definitely caring, as we found out before in the other chapter. Unfortunately, he has been getting bullied on. He's been getting beat up. But he has not been defending himself, and he has not been telling his parents about it. So that right there, I'm hoping by the end of the book, rather, that he basically let somebody know what's going on with him. And also, again, with Keisha, she is someone who stands up for herself. She doesn't like to see people being talked about, being harassed, being hurt, or whatever. And so, definitely Allie has bonded with her on that level. And Allie is like that as well. But Allie has, as you can see, if you all have been reading along with me with the book, you'll see that Allie's confidence has been getting stronger. She has been believing more in herself. And sometimes that's what it takes. You'll doubt yourself and go through all of these periods to where you feel like, you're worthless, especially if you're struggling with something like reading. But then when you find a connection with someone who has confidence in themselves and they see that greatness within you, that can help build up, that confidence in yourself. So I definitely am appreciating Allie's friends, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started right now. Chapter 21, Butterfly Wishes. Our classroom is brainstorming ideas for a community service project. Shay raises her hand. I am having a birthday party and inviting everyone because I don't want to leave anyone out. How does that relate to our community service project? Keisha asks, and the whole class waits for an answer. Well, it's about community, everyone being involved. Yeah, right, Keisha whispers to me. Mr. Daniels compliments Shay on inviting everyone and moves on quickly. Later, as we get our stuff for lunch and recess, Shay speaks to Jessica in her loud voice. I'm so mad my mother is making me invite everyone. Then she looks directly at Keisha and me and says, I hope some people know better than to actually show up. My mom insists I go to Shay's party. Even after I tell her that Shay is mean, my mom asks, well, there will be other kids there, right? You may actually have fun. Albert grabbed his invitation from the mailbox before his mother saw it. Keisha's family is visiting her grandmother, so I'm alone. At lunch, I asked Albert and Keisha about some diseases I can use as an excuse not to go. How about bubonic plague, otherwise known as the Black Plague? Albert asks. Keisha almost spits out her milk. Seriously? That may be a bit much, I say, but then I begin to wonder, what does that look like anyway? Oh well, chills, fever, cramps, seizures, toes, fingers, nose, and lips turn black because the cells die, and you'd likely spit blood. Albert, Keisha says, that's nuts. She can be sick like a normal person, cough, runny nose. Sound familiar? That's fine, he says, taking a bite of his sandwich. It just seems uninteresting, that's all. Shay's party is at the Butterfly Gardens, and when I arrive, I recognize some girls from other classrooms. They are all wearing friendship bracelets. Jessica wears even more now. I still ache to have some and wonder if Keisha would like a bracelet like that. Soon we are lined up and brought to the main butterfly garden, which is a clear plastic tent set up inside a bigger room. The tent is filled with plants and flowers, and flying around are tons of butterflies. People stand there as the butterflies land on them, and you can feel how happy people are just by watching their eyes. Before we enter the tent, a lady talks to us about the butterflies. She tells us about their patterns and to look for ones with a giant dot on each wing. These are adaptations to scare other animals into thinking they are eyes, so other animals will think they are bigger and more dangerous and leave them alone. I wish I could do this with Shay, and that Albert could do that with those boys. She reminds us not to grab any butterflies because they are injured easily. We are supposed to stand and let them come to us. Then the lady points to me and says, they'll love your orange shirt. She's right. The butterflies do come to me. Their colors and patterns make me wonder why I haven't been drawing butterflies. They don't fly like birds. Instead, they kind of fly all over the place. Makes me wonder if I'm part butterfly. I put my arms out like a tree and one, then two land on my arm. I love them. I never knew before how much I love butterflies. I think about the story Albert told in social studies when we were studying Native Americans. He said that they believed butterflies were special creatures and wish givers, and that if you can catch a butterfly, whisper your deepest wish to it, and then set it free. It will carry your wish to the spirits who will grant it. I would never grab a butterfly, but once again, my hands do things without my say so. When a beautiful, bright orange and black one lands on my hand, I loosely close my fist around it. And then my thinking part steps forward and quickly realizes what I've done. I open my hand, and the butterfly zigs and zags before landing on the ground. The lady who gave us the directions is next to me in a second. Oh no, what have you done? She asks. I want to explain about wish givers, but Shay and the others appear. It figures it was Allie. She probably killed it. Everyone knows you can't touch a butterfly's wings. I didn't kill it. I would never hurt it. I had a wish, and I thought that. The girls laugh. Such a freak show, Shay says. Suki rushes to the butterfly to try and help, but a woman runs over and tells her to step back. Who are you with? The woman asks me. Shay's mother steps forward. She's with us, but she's not my daughter. She's part of my daughter's party. I wish my own mom were here. She'd understand. I feel terrible watching the butterfly on the ground, flapping its wings and not going anywhere. I know the feeling. The first butterfly lady wears white gloves as she puts the injured one in a box, saying, "At least its wings aren't torn." The second lady stares at me like I'm a ruthless butterfly hunter. I want to say I'm sorry, but I forget to because I'm watching my movies of the butterfly falling and falling and never being better. And then the movie is filled with butterflies that are falling like rain. And I feel as sad as I did watching the real one fall. Suki comes over. "I know you didn't hurt the butterfly on purpose." "Thanks," I mumble. She's right, but it was still my hand. I guess I just had to make that wish. Sometimes a person will do just about anything for a wish to come true. Wow. Once again, like I said, powerful. I really appreciate what Miss Linda Hunt has done in this book. I mean, again, when I'm reading the chapters, I'm imagining this book being turned into a movie, and I'm just imagining Allie and how she felt. And what I thought was just really, I just felt for her when she said she wished her mom was there, and because at that moment she felt vulnerable. She felt like everybody was against her, and she did not mean to hurt that butterfly. And isn't it interesting though, just like how the butterfly was, suffering and was basically was hurting and couldn't fly at that particular time. It just reminded you of Allie and how she felt alone and how she was feeling hurt. But again, like I said, that's one of the awesome things with reading these different books, because it helps you to develop empathy. Because instantly I started feeling for Allie, and that's what empathy is, right? It's when you can actually feel for another person. You can actually feel the different things that they are going through. And when you have that part of you, when you have that empathy in you, then guess what? It helps you to be more kinder to other people, not be mean and cruel. All right. So hope you guys got that from the book and many other things as well. It's a lot of great lessons in this book, y'all. And I hope you all join me again for the next time. And remember to keep reading for at least 30 minutes a day. And remember to like, subscribe, and share our videos. We appreciate you big time. All right. Take care, my reading family. Peace.